How's it? Sean from Combat Simulations. Welcome to our sixth episode on the Cauldrons of War, Operation Barbarossa, the conquest of Russia. All right, so before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. It's free, and also leave comments and suggestions. And watch my videos. Helps me a lot. Watch them, and also like the videos. This will help me even more. All right, so November the 15th, 1941, Barbarity, I think that's at 29. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Okay, so we're busy with the Romanian army, still heading towards okay, let's just have a look here. Behind the lines, 56 did a raid, and behind the lines against our 11th army. The Dnieper. And then we're still going to Oral over there, and we had a counter thrust over there. We're still sitting with this Kessel over here, and we're in trouble over here. We're in trouble over here because I mean he's made a counter strike there. This area, yeah, yeah, Norway is like a sitting duck area. We don't know what to do there. All right, so let's just start with Romanians. Okay, good. All right, let's go in. All right, what are we sitting at? 14% race to the Dnieper. And he did a raid against us. Lost 3 trucks. We lost 3 trucks, obviously. Yeah, but nothing seemed to else has happened there. Okay, so it's 14% to the Dnieper. Let's just see if there's any bandits here. Across the Ukrainian plains, pushing the Red Army back towards the Dnieper, the German and Romanian armies. All right, so he's pretty buggered over here. He's got exhausted and he's isolated. But he's still got his incursion, got a terrible general, this 56th Army, Cavalry, and he's got the 10th Army, sorry, and he's not got. So I'm going to bring him to the front. Oh, I know if I must reset him. Let's just do an assault first with these zones. Okay, so we surround him. Okay, Soviet losses, progression of 1%. I got a feeling we need to refit him again. I mean it. I mean, look at this. So I'm going to refit him again, give him some more cohesion, and I've got to be careful here. I've got to be careful because the Romanian front is part. This 6 we're taking from Army Group South. So let me just be careful here. We need to progress here. We do need to progress. Okay, so we've got Oaks in front of us now. All right, fair enough. What was that progress? How did that watering? Okay, so we progressed 23%. But what's up against us? It's quite a strong, but it's a core, and this guy's pretty buggered. And this is the Tula offensive. It's urban fighting, so we need infantry for that. We can't just square the tanks in here. So I'm going to have to give. Whatever should give an airlift somewhere here. If we've got a lot of units missing. Okay, I need ammunition supply here. Okay. Well, hang on. Which one is the better one? He's got 9 infantry. He's got 11 of 9. He's got but both of these are pretty. Yeah, no, he's pretty buggered. So we can't do nothing with him. I think we need to give him ammunition, right? And let's just do an assault with him. Now I want to go back here with the Romanians and bring him to the front. I definitely want to bring him to the front. Okay, so that because he's not too bad. He's been refit a couple of times. We'll come back to them. So we kind of haven't progressed much far there. Okay, 73%. Now let's just check. This is part of Army Group Center's force. Refit. Now I don't know what to do with him. I actually need him to do some refitting as well. He's because I mean, look what we're up against. This is the 24th Army and the 33rd Army. We've got stretched lines here. Let's just see what we can do in the Kessel. Okay, so defense in depth, the 26th Army. He restored communications, 26, and he did some shelling against the 4th Army here. I'm just checking to see. Yeah, he's pretty buggered. Jeez, okay, look, he's got no damn tanks, man. And we didn't get any tanks over here, so he's basically refit without his tanks. He's not going to get any tanks. He's going to the front. Okay, simple. I'm not gonna, and so is he. He's also going to the front. Boom. And he's going to do an assault for me. Alright, we didn't get much for that. Alright, we didn't get anything for that. Okay, we've dropped his cohesion quite a bit, but remember something. This is now rain, heavy aviation, mud, and a large river, and urban fighting. Do we have any... Okay, we've got this core over here, but it's only a core. So I'm going to leave him there in the back there. I want to just make sure I get this, because this is serious stuff here. I mean, this is a big army here. The 24th Army is a big army. I don't want to do a breakthrough with him, because I don't want him to have isolated stretched lines. Stretched lines means because we need two forces there. Maybe, let me just look here at Army Group Center. Can we send something to help him towards Oriel? I think we need to send one of these. Maybe the Azol. He's better. Yeah, maybe the Azol towards Oriel. Because we need to. Otherwise, we got stretched lines there. So I'm going to send him to Oriel. Right, to help out here. For this guy at least. We still got the stretched lines going on, but at least we got this guy coming in here. Alright, that's all we can do in the south. Romanian, I don't know what to do with the Romanians. There's nothing we can do with the damn things, because this race to the Dnieper, it falls under Army Group South, not under the Romanian command. So I don't know how to, what do we do here with the Romanians? Where does he go? I mean, he's just sitting there with those points we wasted, so we're just going to have to just fuzz bait on that. Alright, so now, let's just see what we're going to do with Army Group North. Okay, so Group North. Let's have a look. Okay, he did some... 18th Army got some fuel. Got no more reserves in Army Group North. It's a problem over here. So let's just see what this... Okay, it's extreme cold. We've got snow here. All activities combat are disrupted. Combat logistics, the combats also time much fast, and extreme cold. The thermometer displays very strong negative temperatures. Vehicles stall. Fighting ends as soon as the frozen infantry find shelter. And life expectancy of an abandoned wounded combat is less than 30 minutes. You have to be crazy or finished to consider waging war. Jeez. Hey, and then they've got the swamps as well. What are we up against? And this resistance is getting tough here. Oh, disputed. Okay, let's look. This front here is beyond the Lovat. Okay, let's look over here. So he did some actions here. He lost some cohesion. We lost a bit of cohesion. He did the human wave against our security core, and we lost a lot of cohesion here. So we are in trouble here. I mean, look, okay, well, he lost quite a bit here. He's pretty much buggered over here, but he's got that Navy, the Soviet Navy, and he's got these guys. The Navy's not too bad. It's got a decent enough general. And we have terrible general here. So I'm going to fuzz bait on that side. That's over there. Okay, good. Over here, okay, so human waves against our Panzer Group of 4, restored communications, and he went against our Panzer Group of 4, gained. Shit, man. Do we have any bandits over here? This is a counterattack at Takavin. This is his counterattack. What have we got over here? Yeah, we need to do something here. He's got this Soviet Navy. I'm going to do a breakthrough. Boom. And then I'm going to do an assault here. Okay, so we basically took him out. One tank we lost, and we killed these infantry and cohesion. So we basically took him out. Before we get carried away here, are the Finns still... they're still parking off down there. Okay. I'm thinking we need to secure this, yeah? Let's just progress, see how far we get. Oh, we did it. We did it. Hang on. Ah, the pocket is crushed. So we did it. Okay, where do we fall now? Do we fall back here? Where did that unit go? If we crush that unit, okay, it doesn't. Now what happens to the fins? They still can't. Are we sitting here? I just gotta, because I'm trying to think, where did we go? I can't remember what that army group was. Okay, cool. Let me just get back in here. Okay, let's look at the situation here. Let's assault. And I don't want to do any assaults with my can he go back? Can he go back? Can he? I don't want to assault against these, Jose. This 52nd Army is a huge damn army. It's a huge damn army. So I'm going to hang off on him. I just want to know where that guy... Okay, I'm just not always sure where they end up. We've assaulted her here. We can't do another assault. And I don't want to assault with this police regiment. Let's look over here. Okay, I think we're going to make a plan over here. Stretched lines, communication. He's already assaulted. He's got a mechanized corps. What if we assault with a second Finnish corps? He's got nothing there. He's got nothing there. I'm going to give it a go here. Okay, so we did some stuff. It's routed. So we did rout these guys. Okay, so that's us done. Hey, I tell you what, playing army group, army level combat is not, so he's now falling, this lot is now falling on the army group north. Okay, so we can't do, we've got 3 points at Finland. It's kind of like the Romanian front. We can't do anything here. We've actually got to meet up with our units over here, with the Germans here. We've lost that. And I lost that parachuter battalion there. It was just flipping terrible. Okay, so I'm going to refit him. Because, I mean, he's faded out. So I'm going to refit him. So he got one... didn't get any troops, though. Because obviously he's got no troops available. We got bandits here. Can we do cleaning operations? I don't want to go in reserve. I'm going to give him some ammunition. That's us done over there. So there's nothing we can do with the Finland or the Romanian units here. Nothing we can do here. Gosh. Alright, so I think we've covered all the units we can move now. These are 3 and the 2 there, and the Finnish are yeah, next turn. Okay, good. November 22nd, 1942. Now, yeah, we have to do something. Okay, the enemy actions report behind the lines, 56 Cavalry Army versus the 11th, and behind the lines versus the 4th Romanian. What is the result of that? He must be pretty buggered. Okay, we are, but we got to remember, this is part of Army Group South. So reserve defenders too low. Reserve defenders go to the front. So we gotta weigh this up here. These points are being taken, but we got to do something here. I'm telling you, we have to do something here. And I'm going to assault. And I'm going to give him some ammunition. And I'm going to assault him. Okay, so we've worn out, but we're pretty buggered here, man. Jeez. We've worn him out. And we've worn him out. He's isolated stretched lines. And we can assault again with him. I say yes. It's not helping, man. It's not helping. Okay, good. We're going to have to leave that for now. I just want to check what we can do here. He's got this little cavalry unit going here, and he's got this. We've got 7 tanks. Let's blitz. Alright. I might want to bring him. He's stretched line, so he's not too bad. We are. What's he like? This is the 25th Infantry Division. He's pretty fresh. It is urban fighting. You know, I don't want to assault with this guy, but I'm going to. All right. So we killed some of his cohesion, and we took this attack. We got some cohesion loss there. We didn't get much there. This is taking so damn long to get through here. The Romanians. Okay, good. Oral. Army refit. 24th Army refit. Okay, so he refit his army a few times. Yeah, this is a this is a real problem for us. If we break through and we bring him to, well, is there any bandits here? I want to bring him to the front. Just give us some cover. I don't want to break through with him again. Because I'm a bit worried there. Walking log. With this breakthrough, what did it cost us? 4% progress. It's not happening, man. He's got this army in reserve here. This 24th Army. Okay, Shelling versus Panzer Group 3, 32nd Army Defense in Depth, Entrenchment, 5th Army, Human Waves against Panzer Group 3. Well, he's got no damn tanks, bro. I think we can push here because look at the cohesion here. I think we can push here. Okay, we pinned him. Have we got bandits here? We need to watch out for bandits. And we can break through with him, but he's got no tanks. He's got a little bit of infantry. He's not carrying big infantry. I mean, this guy is not... I think I'll bring him to the front. This core. It's decent cover, decent cohesion, and a decent general. Not making any progress over there. Yeah. Bad news, bad news. Okay, we've got a good general. He doesn't have a good general. So we might do a breakthrough over there, but I'll see. I'm worried about this. Okay, human waves. This is our 18th Army in the reserve. You refit this. Okay, we've got to do something with him. It's as simple as that. So I need him because look at he's entrenched. Okay, so he goes into reserve. That's the first thing he's going. He's going to be refit. All right, and he's going to go to the front. Boom. So basically, we covered him. The 18th Army. He needed to be refit. Then we've got 2 points. I'm keeping him there. Just as I might put him on a defensive line. And then we've got to watch out for this counter attack here. Okay, so you restored communications, you reserve. Okay, good. He doesn't have much here, but if you look at the snow and the extreme cold, it's just, yeah. We've got some tanks. Okay, we can't do anything with him. We can give him an airlift. We can't do anything with him because he's entrenched. And we got no ammo. We can't give him ammunition. Why the hell not? It's no use attacking with this guy. And this guy's, geez, in the snow. I don't think he's going to make it. I don't think we have a worry over there. The worry is, yeah, because of this. Yeah. That's my worry. This Leningrad, these Finnish guys can do nothing. They're just sitting there. Here's also my worry. Here's my worry as well. But these O's are little O's, man. We should be able to assault these O's. Boom. There, I thought so. And if he assaults... Okay, so that's given us 1% progress. Okay, but we've kind of, I think didn't we wipe out our O, yeah? Yes, we wiped out the O. Okay, cease this thing. We got this, so we got left with that. That was his counter attack. Finland's, we can do nothing. I mean, we can just restore these guys. Okay, well, do we have any? No, we don't have any. And he's got stretched lines, and he's got stretched lines. So I'll just refit him. And I'll put him in reserve, and then he can, but he can't be refit. Okay, and I'll to get rid of the stretched lines. I'll send him. I wonder if I must. It doesn't help sending strategic reserve. If I send him to the strategic, will he help out over here? You know what? I'm going to send him to the strategic reserve because there's nothing there on the front. So he's here. He might be able to be sent to there. Alright, yeah, we're still sitting with a problem here. We like outlined here. We're not doing any general offensive or breakthrough over here. I'm also going to retreat shed. They don't need to be refit, I suppose. But we could just refit them. I'm going to do some shelling. Well. Okay, so that's covered that. Oh, this is hope. And then the Romanian front is now gone. So I see it's disappeared. So we're not falling under the Romanian front. Alright, so we still... Next turn. Okay, Arctic convoys. British Arctic convoys are delivering tons of aid via Murmansk. We have no idea how much they've delivered, but in the air and on the ground, British materials have begun appearing on the front lines. Reserves in tanks of the West Front +4, reserves in trucks for the West Front +4, and reserves in plane for the West Front. Must be sunk. Okay. Now we need to do something over here. Behind the lines raid 56th Army Cavalry versus Romanian Army, and behind the lines raid 56 Cavalry versus the 11th Army. Wow, we have to... Look, he's pretty buggered here. I think we can assault him. I thought we could. Obviously we kill. If we can do another... Because he's pretty buggered. He's pretty buggered. And I do want to reserve him. If we can do... Now, we've got to just check here. What happened over here first? Okay. Human waves. Defenders Tula versus the Italian... okay, he lost cohesion. Human waves, he lost cohesion. Panzergruppe 1, restored communication. Human waves against 6. He lost 2 cohesion there. Now we got these little O's in front of us here, man. So I must... Let me have a look here. Can we get an airlift? We can, but I don't want to waste an airlift. We could give him an airlift. He can assault. But I would rather this guy get ammunition supply. And I would rather make an assault there. Okay, good. Good, Soviet losses. But we're only 5%. Okay, we're at 80%. Now I want to come back here to the Romanians. I want to do an ammunition supply and another assault. Okay, great. Routed heavy equipment. This is great because we need to get to the Dnieper. Okay, this is important. Now let's look at this front over here. What's happening in Oral? Okay, army refit, army refit. He's refitting armies, which is worrying me. At least we have this Azol division here, but I'm gonna first see what's going on here. Defense in death, restored and army fourth. Okay, good. He's got basically nothing here. I mean, if you look at it, if we assault, we should. Now he's defense in depth. Yeah, but we only got 3 points there. You know what? I'm gonna do a breakthrough, yeah? I know that killed my panzers. And I'm going to do it with defensive withdrawal here. Right? And I think I made a mistake there. I'm going to get fuel supply for him as well. Cool. He's got no more damn tanks. Did I lose all those tanks? 12 tanks! Jeez, I lost all my 12 tanks there. Gosh. Hey. Okay, what's happening over here? Okay, enemy actions. He did a human waves against our 18th army. He did another human waves. He lost quite a bit of, well, he lost 2 cohesion. He surrounded that. Ugh. We have to do something here. I think we can knock him. He's pretty much kesseled out here. If we arrange a kessel for him, means we can supply him. But the first things first, let's look around here first to see what's going on here. He hasn't got a great general though. The weather's pretty shit. We've got snow. Let's do a breakthrough and then an assault. It didn't do much. 1% of the operation, that's fine. I definitely want to, and I want to look over here. Okay, so he went to the front, he reserved, and he refit. I think we can take him here, man. I'm just worried about this. I just want to. Okay, let's give our best division. That's 2 of 3 to a 2. And he had 1 tank. He's got no tanks. He's isolated. If we the counter attack at Tavikin, that's there, which means we can go him up there. We can put him in there, but we don't need him there, I think. Gosh. Yeah. We don't need to worry about that just yet. This is the problem we need to worry about. I want to get rid of this guy. We can arrange a kessel and then resupply him. No. Let's give him some ammunition. Okay, so we didn't get much, but we've we did a good. And I'm going to arrange a kessel for him. Okay? And then the next turn we're going to resupply. Jeez, we don't get enough points for this, man. These guys over here, okay, he's just parking off. He can. Is there any bandits here? No. Okay. I want to send him here. Okay, we've got a place. We can send him to the Norway HQ, or we can send him to the North and the Lenin front, which is where we are, which is nothing going. So we're going to send him to Norway. Boom. And Norway, he's going to be, we'll hang on. You can't send him straight away here. I'm going to refit him. So he gets some, and then I'm going to bomb with him. I'm going to shell with him. I think that's basically all we can do there. Anything else at Finland? No. Okay, good. All right, next turn. December the 6th, 46. Okay, I definitely want to start getting a movement here. Bandits, we've got 10th Army restored community and human waves versus the Romanian cavalry. Hope that didn't kill us. I do want to do a cleaning operations, yeah, because that helps our supply. I want to assault. Okay, good. And we can then, because we basically 19%. We can progress up to there, but I want to just check what's happening over here. Jeez, go to the front. Infiltration, infiltration, infiltration. Oh, shucks. Okay, he's got what? You know, when he does this infiltration, it always scares the shit out of me. Infiltration. What? Rallying on the always delicate coordinate, relying on the always delicate coordination between different army scouts. Try to find a path following their forces to infiltrate between two armies. Improbable roads, forgotten forest paths, all hypothesis is tested. But how do you infiltrate an entire army when the snow makes any movement outside the main lines illusory? Despite the goodwill of the scouts, no viable route could be found. Attackers will have to fight to break through. Okay, he tried that, didn't work, which is good news for us. I think we need to do something over here. I'm going to put him in well, no. I'm going to first give him some. This guy, give him some ammunition, and I'm going to assault with him again. Boom. Get rid of this guy. That's what I want to do. Okay? He's basically ceases to exist. He's got nothing. And how far are we? Okay. I'm going to assault with him again. I'm going to give him some ammunition supply. And I'm going to progress. I should have just progressed. That's what I should have done. That's the whole group south. We're going to have to just leave this guy for the next turn here. There's nothing. He's not exposed. He's got stretched lines, but it's not too bad. Okay, in the center, Mr. Venter. Army refit, army refit. I lost all my tanks here. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I've got no tanks here in the reserves here. And he's basically now... He's got, but we're not going to do any breakthroughs over here. In fact, I'm going to first figure out what we can do over here. What's the... Okay, so human waves against the 4th Army restored and defense in depth. I just want to just check. The weather here is frozen. You can see the icons with the weather here. This is the security core. Do we have bandits over here? No, there's no bandits here. Okay, he's got this defense in depth here. So if he's got defensive in depth, if we assault with the infantry, and we kill one army, which is great. This guy, yeah, he needs to go to reserve, and I need to refit him. Okay, I'm just checking this army here. I'm going to actually, with this guy over here, I'm going to keep him there. I'm just trying to think if he can entrench. No, I'm going to leave him like this. There's nothing, he's just going to have to hold out here. We're going to have to do something with this. And he's going to go back to the front. Okay, we finished with all our points over there. Okay, here's the problem. Alright, so human waves, 52nd Army versus our 16th human waves against the 60th, and he restored communications. I think we can do something over here. But before we do anything here in this front, which is beyond the Levat, we need to figure out what's going on over here. Human waves against our SS Panzer Regiment Police. Human waves. We didn't lose anything against that core, and human waves against that core game. We didn't lose anything. any cohesion. He lost the cohesion. He's in a castle. He needs to have an airlift, but we can clear this up here. If I do an ammunition supply and I assault, we should be able to. But just check him out there. I'm gonna airlift this guy so that he's got some supplies. He's in a castle, so we're both sitting with stretch lines, and this is because of the rain and the fortifications. We need to bomb here. Ammunition supply and shelling. Yeah. I left this guy alone. Yeah, I think we can get through here, but he's isolated. That's the real problem when we run out of points there. Finland, no change there. And then we've also, this whole area, yeah, we're still sitting here in the snow. There's no progress over there. Okay, so now Norway. Can he now... So let's see. He can go to Operation Force. So he's going to help out there. And then he can go to the front. Because we actually need 4 in the front. That's our turns. Yeah, the Finland, there's nothing you can do here with the Finnish, man. He's not... Maybe we can refit him. There's nothing up in front of us. Does he need to have any cleaning operations? No. Alright, next turn. We had barbarism of 30. Tired old battle horses. As hope of taking Moscow before the end of the year fades, generals and marshals of the Reich, exhausted by this campaign, withdraw one after the other. Field Marshal von Brodish, I can't pronounce it, reports poor health, closely followed by von Bock. It's probably better that way. They weren't up to the task anyway. Führer plans to take command of the army himself. Leading operations is more or less within everybody's reach. The real task for the High Command is to educate the army in a socialist sense. Hitler will be commander-in-chief. Okay, now this is very, very important here. Of Army Group North. Army Group North. Army Group Center minus... North and Center -2 this turn. And cohesion of the armies of North and Center and South +2. I like that. Army Group North, Center, and South lose. Command, and there's -2. This okay, so we lose one commander if a general must take over. Hitler takes over the center, the south lose 2 this turn. Cohesion of the armies of the north is +2. Now that's interesting. But pity we can't have a look and see what our cohesion is. I I don't want to lose 2 this turn. I want to let's a general must take over, not Hitler. Okay, Manstein, Kirslin, Ronstadt, Dietl, and Reich. No, the German army has no shortage of brilliant generals to replace those worn out. For the average soldier, these changes at the head of the chain of command have no influence on their miserable daily life. At least the handover was quick and operations suffered little. Command of army of North, Center, and South army groups -1. Okay, that's fine. Now we need to do the deeper, and we don't have because it finishes on the 1st of January, so we haven't won this thing. I mean, we gave it our best go. I'm still learning this game, so I'm just giving it a bash. Oh goodness. Yeah, let's progress. That's 10%. Okay, good. That's a little bit of progress over there. What's happening over here? Scouting versus the 1st Guards Cavalry Army versus 2nd Army. Infiltration versus the 6th Army. Infiltration, Italian Expedition, and behind the lines. He's trying everything. He's got He's got some units here. He's isolated over there. So if we do a blitz with our little bit of tanks here, we could catch him isolated. Okay, he's not isolated. He's got pretty a big chunk of it. If we do a blitz here, and then we can recall him. Whoa! Shit, I thought I could get behind him. Alright, he needs to go into reserve, and he needs to be refit. Alright, simple as that. Then we've got one army left. Yeah. What if we did an assault here? Urban fighting. We need to do an assault. And he hasn't got a big. So if we assault, hey, progress nothing, and we were wiped out. Okay, good. I should have come back here and progressed with some more with this. Stretch flags. He's never going to get to the end there. The snow is killing us. Okay, over here, army refit. We need to do the same. We lost all our tanks in that one. Jeez. No, he has to stay in defense here. Because what we're up against here is huge. And there'll be a huge counterattack. He's not going in any breakthrough. So we're going to leave him. Let's look here. First Shock Army goes to the front. 20th Army goes to the front. Slamensk Road. And the 60th. This is what he's sending. You know, I never look at his fronts. Do we have any intelligence on his fronts? Okay, he's got these two. The 3rd Shock Army and as reserves in the northwest front. In the southwest, it doesn't look like we picked up anything there. In Bryansk, nothing. Okay, good. Okay, Army Group Center. So this is going to be a big fight here. But look at his cohesion is getting better. I mean, it's getting better. We need to... And we have no tanks here either. Just wiped out all our tanks. Jeez, he's got no tanks in reserve. Alright, let's just do a shell. Okay. Let's get some ammunition supply. And let's assault. Okay, so we've pinned him, but we don't have any points left. Human waves. 52nd Army against the 16th Army. He loses cohesion. You restored communication. Human waves. Okay. Now, can he break out? If he doesn't I've done the Kessel with you already. If he does an infiltration, remember, it allows you to advance your units in any gaps in enemy lines with a minimum effort. This action also is more likely if reconnaissance is at first being conducted, and if the enemy does not have any units to man the front. This action is finally very useful to escape from a loose encirclement. Can we do a scout? No. I was hoping we could do a scout, because this is best used when you do a scout. Is it a loose entrenchment? Alright, before we come back and decide on that, that's over there, okay? Let's just look and see what's over here. Okay, so he came again at us. He's human waves with this Lennis School, Nord, whatever. He didn't get anything. But look at the shit. So we're all, and we can't. We can't go to the reserve either, because we kind of buggered here. We isolated. We're in a Kessel here as well. This little unit of his that's also wiped out. Okay, he's got decent cohesion, and he's a trained sort of guy. He hasn't got a great general. I honestly don't know what to do with that one. Let's just look over here. I think we need to make some progress over here. It's got these guys, and they've got fair cohesion, and he's got a 10th mechanized corps. But this is pretty solid. If we give him some ammunition, He's not in any entrenchments, right? It's snow. What if we assault? Nah, it didn't work. Didn't work. So we wasted 2 points over there. My problem is, yeah. And yeah, what to do, yeah. Bad news, man. Bad news. And yeah. Doesn't help us. If we did an infiltration, will he get out? Let's just try it. Oh, nothing happened there. Oh, we did! We did! Well, that little thing surrounded fell away. Okay, relying on delicate coordination between different army scouts to try and find a path through their forces, infiltrate between enemy lines. Okay, all that. The front is wide. The front is too wide to be held effectively because he needs to put because it's You see, he needs to have 4 units in there, and many holes in the defender's setups are just waiting to be. But how do you infiltrate it when it makes any movements outside the lines? Illusion. Okay, finally, a passage could be found and exploited. The attacker's army is now in a position to ravish the rear of the defending army. So we got out of that castle. The breakthrough to severe. Let's just look, yeah? So before we make any... okay. So this, we managed to get out of that castle. Okay, brilliant. And then we still got this. Oh, yeah. We can do this. We can still hit Leningrad. We've got this police regiment. It is urban fighting, but this is what he's got here. He's got this guy here. But this has got a fair amount. I want to actually bring... because this is still going on there. That's fine. I actually want to bring one of these O's to here to take Leningrad, and I can bring the Finns in if I can. Yeah. We can progress here too. I want one of these guys to go. I'm thinking one of these corps. I'm going to send him to the siege of Leningrad. Boom. We got out of this hole here. Can you believe it? Now we at the siege. He's spinned, but he's pretty got it. We're gonna take Leningrad next turn. That's for sure. This guy can't do nothing, man. I'll just refit him. You know, it gets too crazy. What the hell? Over here, I brought him in. Right, we could do a breakthrough, not a general offensive. We need 4 on that front. I'm gonna do a shelling. Boom. And he's also... I'm gonna refit him because he's pretty knackered. Because he's shaded out, that means he's knackered. So I'm gonna refit him. Get some trucks received and that sort of thing. Because I mean, he's pretty knackered. When they shaded out like they're pretty knackered. Okay, so we might be able to take Leningrad this turn. Hopefully. Because we got the 2 O's here, and he should be okay. And he's pretty isolated and stretched and exhausted. So that's our key job. And then here down the south. All right, next turn. The Volokov front. The Soviets have created a new front in the Volkhov region. This most certainly indicates that an offensive will occur in the sector. We must expect that the enemy will receive new means, and we must be ready to stop them. Okay, let's get ready. Okay, so he's created a new offensive. Oh, yeah. Third Shock Army. But, I mean, how do we... Okay, Third Shock Army goes to the front, and the 30th goes to the front. How do we... Okay, we'll figure that one out. Let's go down to the bottom here first. Let's go down to this area. Let's just see if there's anything. The 44th Army goes to the front. Okay, so he brought an army here. He needs to be refit. I'm sorry. I mean, he's got exhausted, free lines, whatever. He needs to be. I'm going to put him in reserve. Well, I'm going to put him in reserve. And I'm going to refit him. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. That's 2 points, right? Do you have any bandits? No. Okay. Then I'm going to go back here. Behind the lines, enemy action reports. Behind the lines, raid by the 1st Guards Cavalry versus 17th Army. Behind the lines, raid 1st Guard Cavalry versus the 17th Army. Everything beyond the raid lines. Okay, so we are pretty much... gosh, these guys are exhausted. Okay, he needs to go to the front. And he needs to go into reserve. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He needs to go in. Which one is it? This one. This one needs to go into reserve. I'm going to put him in reserve. But before I refit him, I just want to just... And I want him back in the front. Because we've refit him. So I want him back. So worry. What if we hang on, before we assault, let's just... I put him in reserve. I'm going to refit him. Yeah, I'm going to refit him. So that he's at least... I mean, he got some cohesion back. He got all that stuff back. These guys are pretty knackered. Alright, that's it. There's not enough points in this game, man. Okay, human waves. 24th Army against Panzer Group 2. And then he brought the 24th and we refit that one. Terrible general. Well, not great general, but still, we got no damn tanks over here. I mean, there's no tank supplies. You got to watch your tanks in this thing. I'm going to leave this sort of front. This is too small. This is Zoll's division to make an assault there. Let's just look here. 26th Army defense in depth. Entrenchment 49th Army and human waves 20th Army versus Panzer Group 3 and 26th Army defense in depth. Do we have any? It's urban fighting. We're still fighting here for the where we on the Slaments Road. We haven't even got past there. He's got no cohesion there. He's basically buggered over there. He's buggered over there. He's buggered. He's got fair amounts here. He's got fair amounts. I'm going to resupply him with ammunition. And I'm going to try and assault. Okay, so we've got this zone. And I'm going to refit him with ammunition supply. And I'm going to try and assault. Okay, we surrounded him. That's good. Okay, we got 1%. We get like 9. We're at 86%. Okay, that's all we can do over here. Now, I want to take care of this. I want to refit him. And I want him to have a breakthrough. And I want him to assault. And I want him to assault. Whoa! Shit, man, he was out. So that's him destroyed. Okay, fair enough. No, I'm going to keep him there. Now we got a problem over here. This vocal frontier where he's got this guy over here. Let me just look over here. Restored communications. Alright, he's not really... We've got 1 point left here. I think we need to stop this whole bits and pieces over here. He's got some tanks, but you know what happens when we attack in the snow with the tanks? We lose everything. If we assault here again, okay, enemy actions, yeah, 1-1. He did some human waves against our core. This is important here. This little part here is important here. Okay, because now we assaulted there, this changed. Now we're sitting with all this type of problem. Okay, I'm going to range a Kessel with him. We got a problem here. This is the assault he's talking about. This is where the third shock army. I think it was that message. He's coming out to break. He's coming out to get Leningrad back. Shit. Finland. Is there anything we can do in Finland? Nah. He's just got these 3 points over here. We can't. We can refit him. Yeah. Let's try hedgehog. Okay, hedgehog defense. Got rid of that isolation there. Yeah. If we did a breakthrough, yeah, and then an assault. Yeah, we surrounded this though, because he's so spread out here. All right, so that sorted that out. Hope. All right, next turn. 27th of this is the last turn of the campaign. Okay, barbarity is 30 and it's 27th. Okay, good. Human waves versus our 11th army. He lost a lot of cohesion and he restored communication. This is important that we progress here. He's got nothing. We can assault. And then we can progress. Right? Now we got this problem over here. Behind the lines, first guards, cavalry versus 17th army. Behind the lines. Behind the lines, expedition. He's just going behind my lines like crazy, man. He's chiming me up here. How far are we here? We're at 78%. He's got not great here. If we bring him to the front, and then we assault with him, that didn't work. That didn't work. Okay, good. I want to go back here and see if we can progress here. Shit, 69. Okay, well, we're going to the Dnieper, so we're getting there. Over here, we've got to go for gold. This is the last turn. Last turn. So we've got to go for the gold here. Refit, refit, refit. Alright, that's what the 24th army did. Yeah, the cohesion's too strong here. Let's look at the center. Let's look at the road to Minsk, to Smolensk. Entrenchment, 23rd, 20th Army, shelling against the 4th Army. We didn't lose much. No cohesion loss. Entrenchment, shelling. Okay, so. Yeah, I see he's all entrenched here. He's digging in here like a bandit, man. I'm going to put him in reserve. I'm going to refit him. See, this has got big cohesion and he's got a decent general. I don't think we're going to... I think we must make our moves from here. Go to the front and then assault. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so we got somebody. And if we assault with this guy, we might lose him, the 30th Corps. Double points left. Jesus, game is tops, man. Okay, so he comes reserve. Yeah, okay, so we are in trouble here. Can we do an infiltration? Yeah, let's try that and see if we can get out. Oh, we got out. It's too loosely held. So infiltration works when you're encircled because sometimes if he's loosely held. Okay, so that sorted that out. Now here, I'm going to refit him. and I'm going to assault. Shit! Shit, man. Okay, so human waves, 52nd Army versus our third, that core. I'm going to send him to the Leningrad front. Well, there's one. Can he do, can he do an infiltration here? Okay, got out. That's it. That's done for that side. There's not enough points yet. Okay, so you can just refit and do cleaning operations, whatever. I've got to keep him on that front. So human waves with our Finnish core and human waves with he lost cohesion because of the weather, man. So we only got 2 points here. Shit. I'm going to entrench these guys. And I'm also going to entrench him. Okay, good. So that's all our points. That's everybody. We can't do much with a finish, yeah? If we remove the guy back, but I'll refit him again. I mean, I know it's doing nothing. Okay. Good, I think that's all our points. Alright, cool, next turn. Oh, shit, ended! Oh, forget that, that's the 1st of January! We got a draw. 3 points. Well, we did better than historically the German army did. The German army was only able to get 2 points. We got 3. We did better than them. Right, so your success. The riches of the Ukraine, we got 2 points for that. Okay? Ukraine is both the breadbasket of the USSR and the important industrial base. The capture of Kiev and Kharkov is a defeat from which the USSR will have difficulty to recover. The junction of the Sever, we got 1 point for that. The junction with the Finns was made along the Sver River, for the Soviets. This represents the loss of important aluminium resources and problematic connections with Karelia and Kola. For us, it is hoped that the Finns will join us less timidly in our crusades. Destruction of the Red Army got 1 point. The Soviets surprised us with their ability to mobilize their reserves and equip them. Our soldiers feel that they have had to destroy the Red Army several times over. However, we can finally conclude that at the end of this campaign, the enemy was indeed annihilated. So we got one, and we featured at Nuremberg. The barbarity shown by the Wehrmacht under your command would have would you have you condemned for war crimes if the Reich were to lose this war. In fact, it would probably even be necessary to create a new typology of crimes to describe the horrors your armies have committed in the East. So we lost the points. We actually got 4 points. Yeah, we got 2, 3, and we destruction of the Red Army. We got 4 points, but we lost one because of our barbarity. The Fuhrer is disappointed. Wow. Wow. All right. So what happens when the Fuhrer is disappointed? Oh, you go back to the screen. All right. Let me just switch the music off because it just sound off. Okay, back. All right, yeah, that's the end of the campaign. So we only ended up with 3 points. Better than this, like I said, with the Germans actually got 2 points historically. We got 3. We did get close to 6. We lost one for barbarity. You got to watch the barbarism in this game because you'll lose points for it in the campaign. So we actually got 4. We destroyed we got the Ukraine, destroyed and the Sver River, and destroyed the Red Army. Wow, what an awesome game! And it feels like it's such a being out of your comfort zone in playing the game because you got to think conceptually and abstractly because it's army level combat. So you got to think, what does it mean if he's behind, if he's straggling behind the line? What are the relationships between that and his front line? You know, he's struggling, he's lagging behind, but how far? You know, all of this, because there's no X's, yeah? There's no X's where you can see this on the map. So you've got to think in terms of that and what each action does. So it's an awesome, awesome game. Really, really good. Got very high reviews, you know, in Steam, and people have rated it really well. It was so damn good. All right, so there we are. We got a draw. I'm going to play this now in my next. I'm going to play this in my next video. I'm going to play this as the Russians, as the Soviets, and see if we can stop the Germans and also keep them down to like less than 2 points or whatever. But I'm going to play the Soviets next, the whole campaign. Yeah, I love this game. It just ended so quickly, man. I was just enjoying myself. I was getting there and I thought, yeah, I realized it was the 1st of January, but it just eats you. And I was like, I just need, there's a whole lot of things I still want to do here. All the counter attacks and the different fronts that they create and such a good game. All right, cool. Go get it. Sean from Combat Simulations. Please subscribe to my channel. It's free. And also leave comments and suggestions and watch my videos and like them as well. It helps me a lot. All right, until our next fight, Cauldrons of War Barbarossa, we're going to fight this as the Russians. Yeah, good day on you.